Hi there, welcome to Grain TV. It's Thursday, August 11th. We're mid-session here. Let's take a look at where we trade right now with about an hour and a half left in the session. We are in a mixed result right now with corn off 1, wheat off 1.5, and beans up 5. Really, the market is just marking time, if you will, until tomorrow's USDA crop report, and so that really is going to take center stage tomorrow and certainly have ripple effects as we trade after those numbers come out. And we'll get to what analysts are looking for in that report. But in the meantime, let's talk about some of the news out this morning. First of all, export sales. The weekly report was positive. We'll look at those specific numbers here in a second. But yet again, we had another round of flash sales. Beans took a break yesterday with no flash sales for the first time in 10 days. But this morning we came back with 250,000 metric tons of new crop bean deals. Also on the list was a 100,000 metric ton deal of soy meal to Mexico. So yet again, the soybean demand numbers continue to be strong. And we saw that in particular in the weekly export sales report that came out from USDA this morning. Beans topping nearly 2.8 million metric tons in the new crop marketing year, 300,000 in the old crop marketing year. 2.8 million metric tons of new crop business was well above expectations at the high end. High end expectations were around 2.5. So that was certainly a supportive factor, although the market continues to shrug it off, continuing instead to focus on what the weather and production potential looks like in tomorrow's report. Corn also coming in with a very good old crop number, coming in nearly 600,000 metric tons versus expectations of 200,000 to 400,000. And new crop was a respectable 1 million metric tons versus 800 to 1,100 million metric tons expected. And wheat, for the first time in a while, actually exceeding expectations, coming in at 600,000 metric tons versus 350 to 550 expected. But the wheat market pretty much took that news on the chin, and we actually traded down about 6 cents early in the session, although by mid-session we'd recovered to only about a penny and a half loss. Let's switch gears and look at what traders are expecting in tomorrow's USDA crop report. Again, that report will be the first formal survey of production for the corn and soybean crop by USDA. It will be released at 11 o'clock Central Time. So, if you're really interested in that report, watch the news wires. Watch Twitter if you want to watch us. We'll be tweeting those numbers. But here's what we're seeing in terms of analyst expectations going into that report. First, let's look at production numbers for corn. Overall, traders are looking for a 170.6 bushel yield. That's up from USDA's July projection of 168. Keep in mind, though, that a lot of people have been coming out of late suggesting that number may be a little too high. Yesterday, we talked about Landworth, who penciled in a 166 yield. Another firm, Deslardes, penciled in a 169, and our own firm that we utilize, Planalytics Weather Intelligence, they just reported to us they are looking for a 168.8 yield based on satellite imagery data. So I think there's a lot of question marks about that corn number. We're hearing talk about the hot weather in June and July that may have limited kernel production and may potentially limit yield, even though the crop has been very green. Canopies are very large, and so the yield or the crop condition ratings have been exceptionally strong, but that may not correlate well this year to actual yield in the field. Switching gears to soybeans, traders are looking for a 47.5 bushel yield versus 46.7. There's a lot of variability here in the yield expectations, 46.7 to 48.8, and production overall is expected to be just a hair under 4 billion bushels. That would be a record crop if realized. Now, the other thing that can potentially happen in this crop report is that USDA may change export demand numbers, especially in soybeans, where we've seen quite the uptick in the last 2 weeks or so. So we may see some higher export numbers as a result of this late season business. Let's take a look at what traders are looking for in terms of ending stocks. And what you can see is a very big jump expected in corn. That really is a result of a big jump in production, where production is expected to be about 14.7 billion bushels. So overall, traders are looking for about 180 million bushel increase in carryout from 2.08 billion to 2.25 billion. So again, that really hinges on that crop number that the USDA projects on yield and on production. On soybeans, they're looking for a slight uptick, 316 million bushel carryout to 290. But yet again, the range and expectations here of ending stocks for soybeans, a very broad range here, 268 at the low end to 403. So there's a lot of differing opinions out here. In terms of technicals, looking to some of the key overhead resistance areas. We've been talking about corn for the last few grain TVs, but continue to watch that 346. That's within striking distance. Where we're at today on D's corn at 333, it wouldn't take much of a number to really get this market above that 346 mark and get some short covering going on here. In beans, 10.06 is sort of the recent high. Obviously, clearing $10 will be a psychological hurdle, but from a technical standpoint, 10.06 seems to be the next level of upside resistance here that the market may face. So watch those numbers. We'll be tweeting them on Grain TV on Twitter. As always, if you're interested in learning how we can help you in your own trading situation, give us a look at grainhedge.com and take a free demo of our trading platform. As a GrainEdge trading client, you'll get our technical alerts email first thing every trading day. Technical Alerts is a powerful system that generates quality trading opportunities. Each trading opportunity shows a chart and analysis providing clear price targets and risk potential. Technical Alerts look at historical chart formations and compare the current environment to the past to form concrete trading recommendations. The commodities covered by Technical Alerts includes grains, livestock, crude oil, currencies, bonds, and metals. Start your trading day with the most powerful insight into market direction and improve your trading today. Sign up at grainhedge.com to become a client.